Have you ever wondered what a typical day looks like when you are earning 500k months? In this video, I'm going to share the exact routine that helped me get there and how that routine evolved at every stage of the journey. Because the truth is, the habit and schedule that works when you are starting from zero won't look anything like the ones you need at 10k, 100k, or 500k months. So when people ask me what's your routine, how do you structure your time, my answer is always the same. It depends on where you are in your journey. And so what worked for me at 10k a month is completely different from what I did now. And that's what I'm going to break down for you step by step from 0 to 500k a month. So when I was learning, when I was like really a beginner, it was back in the time, it was in 2020 during the first lockdown. I never have been an entrepreneur. I was just starting. I was trying to watch all the YouTube videos about some gurus. And at that time, I bought my first program, and it was Samoan's Accelerator. Honestly, it was one of the best purchases I made. And so the schedule was really simple because, to be fair, during the lockdown, I hadn't much to do. So I was waking up each day at 7:30. Then I did maybe some meditation. I did a bit of shower. I never ate in the morning. So then I went straight to work at 8 a.m. And so I was just watching Samoan's Accelerator all day long. I know that he didn't recommend to do that, but at the time I did that, and I think that it was a pretty good idea because I really wanted to make it work. And so I just watched all of his videos. And so I remember that I was just wondering what I should do, what should be my offer, what should be my niche, what should be my product, And so during that time, I was doing the quantum planner every day. And so this is from Samoans. And so I was just putting the date. I was just putting what I was grateful for. So usually I will put some really basic stuff like have a family, being able to work, being able to do sport, what would make today's great. And usually I remember that I was putting always today, if I can find my niche, it would be great. So today's priorities, and it was always watching someone's videos. And so then I went to lunch, and then I start work again from 2 until 6. And at that time I was still at La Sorbonne University in France. So I was still having to do some more work and stuff like this. So I did that for 2 hours, then eat again, then chill, then bed. And yeah, just before I was in bed when I was doing that, I was just replying to those questions. What did I do well that got result? And so usually it was watching the program, what could I have done better? Usually it was trying to be more focused, what I'm going to do to ensure this improvement happen. And I was sometimes just I need to stay away from my phone. And so yeah, that was a typical day. So then I watched the full program a first time to really have a big overview of how it is working. And so then I did it again from scratch. And so when I was implementing, I had a really similar schedule. I was waking up, and then I understand that someone's had 2 roles: try to generate calls, doing the sales calls. And so in the morning, I was trying to generate calls. So I was doing LinkedIn outreach. I was sending SMS. I remember that at that time I got blocked because I was sending so many SMS. Then I went on Facebook group. I was sending some message on Messenger, so voice notes, some videos even on Facebook. I was trying to do some cold email. I was trying to scrap the Google Maps of all the therapists I could find in France. And so I was sending a lot of cold emails. And then at 1, I went to lunch. And then at 2, it was the second part of the day, I was doing the sales calls. And usually my goal was to try to sell. Then 6 to the university, 8, I was eating, 9 chill, 11 bed. It never changed. And so I was even working on the weekend. I didn't want to go back to university. So I was trying to generate sales calls. On the afternoon, I was doing sport. And on the Sunday, I was making my meals for the weeks because I wanted just to focus on the business and to not have anything else to worry about. So I made the meals, and then I studied for university. And so when I was doing 10k per month, similar routine, I was waking up at 8:30. So I was waking a bit later because honestly, I just don't like to wake up early. I don't know why, but I've tried so many times. I've tried so many things. It just doesn't seem to work out for me. And so it's a bit frustrating, but that's just how it is, and it works pretty well. So wake up 8:40. I did some meditation. Before I used to do meditation, but not that much. But I remember that I was doing a lot of meditation. motivation because I was doing sales call all day long. And so my brain was really on fire all the time. So I wanted just like in the morning to calm myself, so I meditate. Then at 9 I did like sales calls. I did like usually 9, 10, 11 and 12, and then I went to lunch. I did sales calls again. Usually I did some I went to eat, chill, bed. And yeah, on the weekend it was pretty simple. On the Saturday morning I was trying to generate even more calls, but it was easier at the time because like we had turned on the ads, afternoon sport, and then on Sunday make meals, study for university. And if you go back to the historic of my calendar, so this is my Google calendar, it's pretty much what I say. Wake up, do some calls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then pause, then 1. Sometimes I was playing basketball on Wednesday, and then yeah, on March 2021, not many calls, but I was still like, as you can see, those are universities. That's why I was not working on Monday, because I was just focusing on the university. And then I did a lot of sales calls all day, like for a really long time. But as you can see, like yeah, sometimes I was taking like too much calls. How many calls did I take this day? It's too much, 9. But this is what my routine was like. And so when I was doing 100K per month, it's changed a bit because now I had a team. So my main goal was to manage the team and to manage the sales guys, because I was not doing the calls. Maybe I had like 2 or 3 sales people. So I was waking up at 8:30 as always. And so we had like some sales meeting, like 3 times per week. I can show you in October 2021. Yeah, it was simple. So I was just like walking out in the morning between 6 and 7, because this is Dubai time, this is France time. Working out, meditation, sales meeting. Then I was like looking out the Facebook ads. Then I did like some sales calls review, one-on-one, then lunch, then sales again or admin stuff. Then at 6, I did some plan today, tomorrow, dinner, then basketball. I was playing basketball every Monday and every Sunday. Otherwise, it was pretty much like this. So it was less about meetings. Sometimes I had some meetings, but most of the time I was just like managing team, and then at 500K per month. So this is what's a bit more interesting, because now I'm not doing any more hops. I'm not doing any more sales call. I'm just managing the team, recruiting, and I consider myself as a fireman. And it's pretty funny because from a really young age, I wanted to become a fireman, but I became a CEO, and it's different. But what I mean is that when you are a CEO, there are always a fire burning somewhere. Sometimes like you can't see it, sometimes you can see it. But your goal is to just put off those fire, whether you can see it or not. And so, yeah, managing my day like this. So I basically have like 2 types of days. I have my meeting days and I have my maker days. And so my meeting days are on the Monday and my maker days on Tuesday. And so otherwise I can have some meetings. I try to put all the meetings on Monday because I don't like doing meetings anymore. I prefer when it's 3 days when I can think about stuff, when I can visualize like the end goal, and I do a lot of a deep work, plan today, tomorrow. So the thing that never change are the waking up early, but not that early, but waking up at the same time, lunch, plan today, tomorrow. It's a huge thing. It's really helped me to plan my day. And yeah, I never work at night. I usually never work on the weekend. I think that it's useless because like entrepreneurship is about, it's not a sprint, you know, it's a marathon. You have to just keep going again and again and again and again. And so, yeah, I'm trying to keep some time to learn stuff, to read some podcasts, to read some book, and to do a lot of sport. I'm doing almost every day of sport because I love learning sport and doing sport. At the moment, I'm learning MMA, but yeah, I think that's all for this video. I hope that you like it, and see you in the next one.